In this Vidnami tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a Vidnami influencer video step by step. So let's dive right in. First of all, why would you want to create an influencer video? Well, influencer videos help you to connect directly with your audience. They help you build your brand. And while it's not for everyone, they do help in the way of building trust with your audience. So if you want to take your marketing to the next level, follow along as I show you how to create a Vidnami influencer video. Okay, so the first step in creating our Vidnami influencer video is to choose the correct template. Now you're going to be presented with a bunch of different options here, but the one that we're interested in is called the influencer video templates. Okay, so we're going to select that and you're going to be presented with a bunch of different formats, okay, a bunch of different templates to choose from. Now you can filter down to the correct format or the format of your choice, and you can choose between square versus landscape. Okay, I'm going to choose square. And this is the typical influencer video template that you will see, let's say, while you're scrolling through your Facebook feed or your Instagram feed, okay? Now, you're probably used to seeing the top bar and bottom bar here. So they give you a bunch of different options here, okay, different colors. These colors can be changed, okay? You can customize those colors. They also have different styles here, okay? You can see one that's very eye-catching. It's a neon yellow here. I'm gonna just show you a little tip here, because when you select, let's say, the first one, the blue bars, okay, you can play it to see what it looks like.
Hi guys, it's Dr. Anthony here. I'm just about to do school.
Okay, so you can see a sample of what it looks like, but also right here, I want to zoom in here because you can see that Vidnami gives you some suggestions on how best to use this template. Okay, so you can see this one says it's perfect for social media. Okay, so if you want to use it for that, that's totally fine. You can just use it for whatever you want. It's just that Vidnami is going to give you some helpful suggestions. So if we click on this one, the one that I mentioned earlier, the neon yellow, let's zoom in here. It says it's an eye-catching color scheme that grabs the viewer's attention, ideal for high-energy social videos. So depending on what you're going to be creating, there is a template for you. And again, you don't have to follow their suggestions. If you like what it looks like, then just choose it, okay? So we're going to go with the first one here, the blue bars. And if I wanted to customize it, all I would do is click on that link and I can customize any portion of this template and I can save it, okay? So you can go through each of these if you want and customize it to match your brand color. So for instance, if I wanted to change this to, let's say, let's make it yellow. Let's make it something really that stands out here. So if I want to make it yellow, I can do that. And you can see how it kind of washes out the white, right? So now we want to change, let's say, the normal text color. So this is considered normal text up here, the headline, as well as down here. You can't see it, so I'm going to just change the color. And we're going to go with black, okay? So now you can see this is the normal text color and the normal text weight for the headline. And this is the normal text color and the normal text weight for the regular text here down below. This is the captions, okay? So we're gonna also change the normal text weight, which is down here. This is the normal weight right here. I wanna make it a little bit more medium, okay? So you can see that it got a little bit thicker. You can go all the way up to the top level, which is the black level, and you can see how thick that is. And that actually looks pretty good, so I'm gonna leave it there, okay? Now the highlight text color is right here, okay? I know it's hard to see here, but I'm gonna change the color for you. And we're going to change it from white maybe to, let's go with red. Okay, we want this thing to stand out. So we're going to go with that. And you can see this is the red and this is the highlighted text. You can see this is the highlighted text right here. Okay, and in fact, this looks kind of equal in terms of the weight. So I'm going to drop that down to medium. Okay, so that it stands out. I want this to be a little bit more bold. Okay, so that looks a lot better. Okay, so we're gonna leave it like that. I can change the headline highlight color if I decided I wanted to highlight any of that, but I'm just gonna leave it the way that it is. And then when it comes to the scene generation options, I'm gonna leave it at the default settings. I'm gonna let Vidnami do all the heavy lifting for me. Now, when I'm satisfied with that, all I have to do is name the template. So I'm just gonna put yellow. square, okay, so that I can come back to it at a later date and use it again, okay. And this is very handy if you have specific brand colors, okay. So I'm going to save this template, and you can see right here, here is the save template name right here, and this is what it looks like, okay. It looks very nice, very bright, so when someone's scrolling through their Facebook or Instagram feed, they are going to see this, okay. Now let's use this template, and in this step right here, which says script, this is where you're going to name your video, you're going to upload your video, and you're going to add your script. So first of all, let's name the video. Let's call this Vidnami influencer video, okay, or videos. And then in step 2, this is where I can upload my video. So I can either drag it onto this area right here, or I can select a file to upload. So I'm going to select a file right here, and I've got a sample video right here that I'm going to choose, and I'm going to let Vidnami upload my video to their server. This could take a little while, so I may pause the video. All right, so now that the video has been uploaded, Vidnami is going to be preparing the file formats, and this is going to take a little bit of time. And then once that's done, we're going to be able to preview this uploaded video to ensure that this is the correct video. So I'm going to play it for you right now. Hey there, it's kkfurukawa. Have you ever wanted... So that is the correct video. Now, if it wasn't the correct one, all I would do is click on this red button which says replace video, and I would choose the correct video, okay? But this is the correct video. Now, in step number 3, this is where we add our script. Now, there are several options for you here. You can have Vidnami transcribe the audio from the video. So Vidnami's technology will transcribe the video for me, and it'll put all the text in here. If you have a script, you can copy and paste it in here. Or if you want to write your own script, or you want to write what the captions are going to be, you can write them in here, okay? So it's totally up to you. If we go with a transcription service, it only works with English. So if I click on this drop-down box, you're going to see it has US English, British, Australian, Indian, Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. Those are the only options that you have. So if you are speaking in a different language, unfortunately, Vidnami does not have that capability at the moment. So I'm going to let Vidnami transcribe the audio from my video by clicking on this green button. Okay, so I had to pause the video because it was taking a few minutes for Vidnami to transcribe the video. But this is what it looks like right here, and it says that it's transcribed. Please check your script for accuracy. So we got that, we understand that, and we're going to take a look at the script. And quite frankly, I'm impressed because number 1, they got my name right, which is amazing. So kudos to Vidnami for that. And we're going to go through each line here to make sure that the text or the transcription is correct, okay? So this looks good. I'm going to have to change this. And we'll put this in all caps. And you notice here, instead of Vidnami's, it translated it into, or transcribed it into Vietnamese. So we're going to change that. Okay. Post 2. Okay, so we're just missing a word right there. Okay, and again, so give Vietnamese instead of Vietnamese. Okay, and that looks good. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna create the scenes here. So Vidnami is gonna go through and it's gonna use that template. It's gonna drop my video in there, and this is what it looks like, okay? So you can go through each scene right here, and let's say you wanted to change something. You can customize it if you want, any way that you want. So let's say I wanted to, right here it says build more trust, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to choose something in here, okay? So right here you can see it, here's the word trust. I'm going to select that and see what it comes up with. And let me just zoom in here, and you can see build more trust. So again, you can choose something from here that you like. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose this one right here, the handshaking. Okay, so I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to replace it right in here. Okay, so this is what's called B-roll footage. So you can replace it with B-roll footage. Okay, so you can see right here, here I am talking. I'm going to be, you're going to hear my audio, you're going to hear my voice speaking, but it's going to be replaced with this video of two people shaking hands here. So you can go through, you can change anything you want. Okay, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to maybe replace it with something else here. Okay, this is professional looking video. So let's say I want to choose an image instead. Okay, I can click on, let's say, video, and let's choose an image. Okay, and we'll see what Vidnami comes up with. They have this right here. This is more of a video clip right here. Okay, I'm going to just choose images, and we'll see what they come up with here in a second. And let's zoom in here, see what they come up with. You can see right here, here's a source video. It hasn't really pulled up anything. It might be taking a little while. So instead of using the image, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this right here. I really like this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to select that. I'm going to pop that in there. Okay, and you can see that looks really good. Okay, so I'm going to keep it like that. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and everything looks good. Now I can go back in here and I can go ahead and I can change the highlights here. Okay, so I want this highlights to look much better. Some of it I don't agree with, so I'm going to just unbold the word is. Okay, and I can change anything that I want. I can change the text to make it more italics. I can, or italicize it. I can underline it. I can hide the media if I want to. You can change the positioning. You can pretty much edit almost anything you want. But because this is an influencer video, I want to keep it the way that it is. Okay, I just want to go through some of the highlights here. Okay, build more trust. That's great. Subscribers, great. Okay, I'm just going to go through and choose something here. So this one doesn't make sense. It says, it just highlights its. Okay, so I'm going to unbold that or unhighlight that. So I'm just going to put easy to use. Okay, I want people to understand that and take your marketing to the next level. Okay, I'm just going to put easy to use because the level is taken down here. Okay, professional looking video is great. Social media pages, advertising, and let's say share with your followers. Okay, let's bold that. So give Vidnami's influencer video feature a try. Okay, so I see a grammatical error, so I'm gonna highlight that and I'm gonna delete that comma. Okay, so as you can see, you can edit this even though I went with the script earlier. Okay, you can edit this in the preview mode here. Okay, so I'm going to go through this, stand out from the rest of the crowd, and I'm going to choose something different. I don't want that. I want to say stand out. Okay, because we want to stand out, and that looks good. And when I'm ready, I'm just going to preview my video. Okay, so I paused it, and here's the preview. Okay, if I want to take a look at this preview, all I have to do is press the play button right here, and let's do a quick preview. Hey there, it's kkfurukawa. Have you ever wanted to build more trust with your audience and subscribers? Okay, so you can see that it looks nice. This is going to be low quality because this is a preview, okay? But the final rendering, the final video will be either in 720p or 1080p, okay? This is just a preview mode right here, and Vidnami will let you know that, okay? Now, you probably heard some background music. It's totally up to you what you want to use. If you want to choose another video, all you have to do is just hover over it and you can hear the music sample, okay? I'm going to leave it as the business corporate theme here, so just so you can see how I edit this. But you can go ahead, you can choose any mood, okay? You can choose any genre. It's totally up to you. If you have your own music, you can do that as well. You can upload your own music. Just make sure that you have the rights to use that music, okay? If you don't want any music, all you have to do is select none, okay? And you won't have any music. The next step is, do you want to add a watermark? You can add a custom watermark if you want, okay? So you can see that the watermark shows up in the upper right-hand corner. I don't like that, so I'm going to leave that alone, okay? I'm not going to add that in there. I don't want it there, okay? So I'm going to leave that alone. Also, right here, I can choose between making the music louder or softer, or I can decrease the volume of the voice track. I'm going to leave the voice track at 100% just because obviously you want people to hear you, right? You can also, again, if I want to lower this a little bit, I'm going to lower this down to about 5%, okay? And leave it as is, okay? Now, when you're ready, all you have to do is click on the looks good continue button, or if you want to manually adjust the timing, if you want to tweak it a little bit more, you can do that, okay? But we're going to go ahead and click on the looks good continue button. And this is where Vidnami is going to tell you that your video is going to be generated in high def 720p resolution. If you want to change it to 1080, you just click on that. You can choose full HD 1080p, okay? This just means that it's gonna render in a higher quality, but also it's gonna take a little bit longer for it to render, okay? We're just gonna leave it on 720 for this example. And then down over here, this is important for you to read, okay? Because sometimes some of the images or the video clips that you're gonna be using in your final video are going to require you to list some acknowledgements, okay? Some attributions, okay? So it says right here that some of the images in your video legally require you to acknowledge the image's creator, okay? So if that is the case, what you want to do is you want to copy this to your clipboard, okay? So if you click on this, it'll copy this information for you, and all you have to do is paste it into either your video description, okay? Or let's say it's your, if you're posting this to Facebook, you might want to add that in there, okay? If you're posting this to YouTube, you might want to add that in there. Or if you have a blog post, you want to put it somewhere on the bottom, okay? Just to have the proper acknowledgement, because if someone sees their image or they see their video clip and they did not authorize you and there is no attribution, then they're going to ask you to take that down, or you may get a copyright strike, okay? So always check this section right here. And if you need to copy it to your clipboard, this section right here will be pasted wherever you decide you want to paste it, okay? This exact text as well as this link, okay? So let's go ahead and generate our video. We're going to generate it in 720p, which is the standard resolution that Vidnami defaults to. Okay, and I may pause this video because it may take a few minutes to render. Okay, so now our video is ready to download. So all we do is click on this green button right here, and we're going to download our new video here. And I'm actually going to play this for you as well so that you can see and hear this video. Okay, here we go. Hey there, it's Ken Furukawa. Have you ever wanted to build more trust with your audience and subscribers? If you answered yes, then you have to try Vidnami's influencer video feature. It's easy to use and will help you take your marketing to the next level by giving you a professional looking video that you can post to your social media pages, use in advertising, and share with your followers. So give Vidnami's influencer video feature a try today and stand out from the rest of the crowd. So there you have it, a step-by-step tutorial on how to create a Vidnami influencer video. I hope you found this to be helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Lastly, if you would like to get 25% off Vidnami for life, then click on the link below to get started today. This is Ken Furukawa from kenfurukawa.com, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.